but she has no illusions that her job here at the airfield is vital to winning the war. Clerk typists are at the bottom of the paper-pushing totem pole, and there's an endless stream of paper that must be pushed. Anybody who knows the alphabet can file. What raises her up an extra pay grade is her typing speed and accuracy. In the department where she and Zell work, every document requires 4 carbon copies. Make an error on the top sheet, and each has to be carefully corrected with 2 separate erasers, while all 9 sheets, 1 bond, 4 carbons, and 4 onion skins, are still in the machine so as not to lose the alignment. Most of the girls in the typing pool average 2 errors a page. She averages 1 error per 3 pages, and her slender fingers hit the keys so squarely and with such force that the 4th copy is almost as legible as the first. The material itself is boring, though. Reports and requisitions that are as dull as the deeds and depositions she types for her father in the summer when she fills in for vacationing clerks at his law firm. After 3 months in Goldsboro, she tells her sister, "Let's go to Washington. That's where all the fun is." "Washington? Don't be a goop, Sue. Mother barely agreed to Goldsboro, and it's only 60 miles from home. She'd never let us go 300 miles away, never in a million years." "We don't need her permission." "Yes, we do," Zell says logically. "I do, anyhow." Zell is bookish. She shares none of Sue's troubling doubts and looks forward to becoming Mrs. Ashley Smith when Ash comes safely home. "Please stay here. I couldn't stand it if you went and left me behind." "Who's leaving you behind?" asked Beulah Ogburn, who shares the top floor of the boarding house with her brother and the 2 Stevenson sisters. "Sue wants to go to Washington." "What's in Washington?" "Life," says Sue. "Excitement. People. Bright lights." "With blackouts?" Sue gives an impatient wave of her hand. "You know what I mean, Beulah. Don't you ever get tired of J.C. bird-dogging us?" J.C. is their self-appointed chaperone and protector. A slight deafness has kept him out of the Army, so he too works at the air base, night shift in the machine shop. He'd rather be farming, but he adores his sister and figures she'll be ready to go home as soon as he's saved enough money to buy a tractor. Next day, Beulah brings him a flyer calling for volunteers at the USO Club. They need girls to entertain the boys who'll soon be going overseas. "Entertain how?" growls J.C. Beulah reads the flyer. "Serve them coffee and donuts, dance with them, or just talk to them." Beulah is outgoing and gregarious, and her feet were made for dancing. J.C. disapproves, of course, especially as it means they'll be going out at night while he's working. Sue laughs at him. "Zell was a chaperoness, J.C. She's practically an old married woman." And indeed, Zell would be quite happy to continue their quiet nights, reading a library book and writing long letters to Ash. But she's a good sport, and Sue can talk her into almost anything. "At least it isn't Washington," she writes Ash. They are popular additions to the club. Zell is a sympathetic ear for homesick young farm boys learning to fly. Sue augments the jukebox's outdated selections on the piano, and Beulah can convince the most uncoordinated left-footer that he's Fred Astaire. Like Sue, Beulah writes chatty letters to her brother's best friend, a boy who plans to marry her as soon as the war is over. "Not going to happen," says Beulah. "Footloose and fancy-free, that's me." Except that she will go and fall head over heels in love with a boy from Nebraska who will be killed in action, so that she winds up marrying J.C.'s best friend after all. But that's in the unknowable future. Right now it's laughter and fizzy ginger ale and Friday night movies. But Captain Walter Rainsford McIntyre, U.S. Army Air Corps, has the same sad eyes as her father, and she wonders if he is unhappily married too. "He's too old for you," her sister Zell says, the first time Sue meets him away from the USO Club. "Besides, he's probably married." "He's only 34, she says, and he's not married."